YouTube, what's going on, and welcome to the 11th episode of my Futhead Hybrid series. In today's episode, we are going to be doing what we always do on Futhead Hybrids, going through 4 squads that I did make on Futhead. One of them has to be under 15k, another under 50k, another under 150k, and the last one over 200k. One of them must include a player from this week's Team of the Week in every single episode, and one of them must be No Links Wasted, and another one must be copied from another person. So the first squad will be No Links Wasted and also copied from Chocolate Chip Cookies, and his squad was a 15k skill squad for 5-star skillers, and it is a silver gold team. So Kishna, Gayundo, and Kelvin is the attack. Kishna has his 5-star skills along with Gayundo and Kelvin, so a full 5-star skill attack is very solid. As Kishna and Kelvin are very low-rated players, they don't have the best shooting at all, but they do have very solid dribbling and pace, so that will be their strengths on the team. The midfield is Hernandez and D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro does have 5-star skills and 4-star weak foot, while Hernandez is flip-flopped with 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. Isco is the CDM, connecting both of them, getting that yellow link to both of them. D'Alessandro will be very solid going forward, but he does only have 37 defending and 63 physical, while Hernandez also has very poor defending and physical and 46 and 68. Hopefully Isco can make up for that with 71 defending and 75 physical. Isco does have a very solid all-around card with his lowest stat being 67, so that's a very solid card for him. The defense is going to be Radu, Funes Mori, Cuesta, and Buffoni. We start off with the fullbacks, and Radu is a very solid fullback, 84 defending, 78 for physical and pace as well. But Buffoni is more just pure pace with 88 pace and also 83 physical, so he's a very solid fullback as well. The two center backs might be a little bit of a weakness, but not according to AJ3 FIFA, as he absolutely loves Funes Mori, as he is a pretty solid center back, but nothing special, but AJ3 FIFA definitely thinks he's special. And also Cuesta is a decent center back, not the best pace defending or physical, but for silver he's decent. And then Tim Howard in goal is very solid, so it's a really nice team. Midfield might be a little bit too weak, but it does have lots of skills up front, and the center backs might not be the best, but it still looks like a solid team for 15k. The next squad we are going to be using in this episode is an under 50k team, and this squad is going to be another copied, but I did change a good amount of things from this squad. I just copied kind of the base of the squad. So we start off with the front three, and that is going to be Nolito, Igo, Aspas, and Mkhitaryan. Nolito and Aspas get that perfect link from Celta Vigo and also Spain, and they both have very solid cards. Nolito's inform card looks very solid with 79 pace, 85 dribbling, 81 shooting, and 83 passing, along with 70 physical. Aspas has a very solid non-rare card, and not a lot of people talk about this guy for the best non-rare strikers, but he looks very solid with 81 pace, 84 dribbling, 78 shooting, and 71 passing. Mkhitaryan's another very solid winger, as he has 86 for both pace and dribbling. 72 shooting might let him down a little bit, but he does have 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot, so that is very solid. The midfield's pretty solid as well, with Topal, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and also Sven Bender. Çalhanoğlu and Topal gets that Turkish link, so that's a really solid link that's probably a little bit underused, as Topal has a very decent card with every stat above 66 and above 80 for defending and physical. Çalhanoğlu has a decent card as well with over 74 for all of the 4 main attacking stats, while Sven Bender is another more defensive midfielder with 82 defending and 81 physical. I think this is really important to have 2 center mids in this formation that have high defensive work rates, and Topal and Bender both have that. The fullbacks are going to be Erkin and also Lucas Piszczek. Erkin gets the perfect link to Topal and is very solid going forward with 80 dribbling and 78 passing, along with 84 pace, 75 defending, 76 physical, and 72 shooting. His Team of the Season card last year was absolutely fantastic. And then Lucas Piszczek is going to be your right back. He has a very solid card once again. Lost a little bit of pace from last year, I believe, but he does still have a very solid card and is a very strong fullback for the Bundesliga. Your center-back pairing is going to be a perfect link of Bonucci and also Rugani. So these two center-backs are very solid. Bonucci is definitely better. Rugani is a very young and exciting prospect in real life. I believe he is hurt at the moment. And then Sirigu in goal is a very solid goalkeeper. So that defensive trio is very solid. And overall, I just really like the look of this squad. I really like Nolito and Aspas up front. And also Çalhanoğlu, and the midfield is very solid, with Çalhanoğlu being the attacker and creator of the midfield. And then Topal and Bender providing a lot of strength and also defending ability. The next squad we are going to be looking at is the under 150k team. And that team is going to be Thomas Muller, Lewandowski, and Nuri Sahin up front. So the strike force of that is Muller and Lewandowski are very similar, as they both have decent pace, decent dribbling. Lewandowski was better, very solid shooting, and pretty good passing for strikers, and both pretty solid physical. So they're very similar, should complement each other pretty well. Unfortunately, neither of them does have 4-star skill moves, so that might be a problem. But you do have Nani with 5-star skill moves on the wing. Podolski only has 3 as well. But Sahin is a very solid midfielder. He links up with Informed Topal right there, as I used his normal card in the last squad. And then the wingers are very solid. Lucas Podolski is the informed card of today's episode, and he has 76 pace, 80 dribbling, 86 shooting, and 78 passing. I wish this was a striker card because it would look absolutely insane for a striker. And then Nani is the other winger from Fenerbahce. The Portuguese winger does have a very solid card, as he has 84 pace, 86 dribbling, 79 shooting, 82 passing, and of course 5-star skill moves. The midfield's very solid with Informed Topal and Inyan. Inyan has a very solid card with every stat above 68, and Topal, once again, is a very solid defensive player, and also the Informed card has some nice boosts to the dribbling, shooting, and passing stats. The defense is going to be Mertzacker, Rojo, and also Jose Fonte. So we start off with the outside center backs of Mertzacker and Rojo. Mertzacker is very slow, and if you do build the squad, I would suggest switching Mertzacker and Rojo in-game. Jose Fonte is another solid center back for this team, but he is pretty slow for a 3-in-the-back formation wide center back, so depending on what you do with this team defensively, I'm not really sure what you would do, but the center backs is definitely the weakness in this squad. I just wanted to build a squad around Nani and Podolski with also Muller and Lewandowski up front. So the team worked out okay up until the defense, and the defense is definitely not very solid. Rojo and Romero is a very solid, perfect link, but other than that, the defense is not as good as I would have hoped to with the slow center backs on the wide, because when you are running a 3-in-the-back formation, you do want pacey center backs out wide. But now we go into the final squad of today's episode, and it is the over 200k squad, and this squad has a ton of informs. I tried to fit as many informs from this week's Team of the Week as possible, and I do have Thiago Silva, Lucas Podolski, and Victor Fischer. So we start off with the attack of Milik, Fischer, and Podolski. All of them are informed. 2 of them are from this week's Team of the Week in Podolski and also Victor Fischer, I do believe. But we start off with Milik, the striker, and he doesn't have a great card, to be honest, for an 80 rated informed striker. 75 pace, 73 dribbling, 70 passing, 75 physical, 84 shooting is very solid, but definitely nothing special. The wingers of Victor Fischer and Podolski are very solid. Fischer has 85 dribbling, 81 pace, 83 shooting, and 80 passing, so he has a very solid card. While Podolski, as I mentioned before, has a very solid card, which wish it was a striker, but at right forward it should be pretty similar. The central midfielders are Vujanovic, Schneider, and Topal. Topal being used in a 3rd squad in today's episode. Schneider is a very solid player, as he does have a very solid card, once again 84 rated, and is very solid at passing, dribbling, and shooting. Vujanovic is basically the guy here just for chemistry. He doesn't have anything special like skill moves, weak foot. His highest stats 81 for passing and second highest is 73, but he was needed for chemistry reasons, and he does do the job, I guess. And the fullbacks are going to be Saroglu and also Jetro Willems. Willems is very solid going forward with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, 79 dribbling, 76 passing, and also 83 shooting. Just like Saroglu is pretty decent at going forward with 80 pace, 77 dribbling, and 66 passing. Does have decent defending and physical for a silver fullback with 70 and 74. The center backs are very solid with informed Thiago Silva and also David Luiz. This pairing is very popular in FIFA, and it really should be very popular, as it is one of the best perfect link center back pairings in the game, and they are both very solid in real life and also on the game. With Lopez in goal, it is very solid. You could go for any League on goalkeeper, or also any Brazilian goalkeeper, if you didn't care about no links wasted. But if you did, just don't go for a PSG or Brazilian goalkeeper from League on, and also not a Brazilian goalkeeper from Ligue 1 if you're going the Brazilian route. But that's the squad. I really like the in-form strike force, and also the defense looks very solid. So I think it's a really solid squad, and that will wrap it up for this episode of Futhead's Hybrids. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Futhead's Hybrids and other FIFA content.